In 3 days, on Thursday, May 24th, 9 a.m. at the MTA board meeting, the MTA will be holding a public hearing and vote on a proposed fare increase that threatens to double, triple, and even quadruple bus pass prices, with increases scheduled to start in less than 2 months. This will directly affect 500,000 bus riders with a median income of $12,000 a year, with 29% of them making less than $7,500 a year for a family of 4. 100,000 of MTA's bus riders are black. They make up 20% of MTA's ridership and 36% of the riders in the South LA area. We are here today as leaders of large grassroots organizations and churches in the black community to urge MTA board members Yvonne Brathwaite-Burke, Councilman Bernard Parks, and Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa to vote in support of the most vulnerable sector of the black community. We ask them to vote no on any MTA fare increase, not 1 penny more. We have gathered here today in historic Leimert Park, the heart of the black community, to make a point. It was only 15 years ago that police brutality directed against Rodney King sparked the fuel of years of frustration in black and Latino communities that engulfed the streets of LA. Only 25 years previous, in 1965, a similar set of circumstances led to the infamous Watts rebellions. The McCone Commission, studying the causes of 1965 rebellions, wrote, quote, "Inadequate and costly public transportation currently existing throughout Los Angeles area seriously restricts the residents of South Central LA. This lack of adequate transportation handicaps them in seeking and holding jobs, attending schools, and has a major influence in creating a sense of isolation and its resultant frustrations," end quote. Los Angeles is another crossroads in its commitment to the black community, and the MTA is at the wheel. The vote that the MTA will be making in 3 days can either be a step toward addressing the needs of the community that still lives in segregated neighborhoods, that still doesn't have equal access to education and jobs, or it could be a step in the opposite direction. One that continues to walk down the path of systemic neglect and discrimination of black people and all the residents of South LA. We cannot afford to keep repeating the same cycle. Although much of our leadership in our organizations is black, we also have many Latino leaders in our ranks. Together, blacks and Latinos make up 80% of MTA's passengers. We live in the same neighborhoods, send our children to the same schools, and take the same bus lines. We think the key way to build greater black and Latino unity is support the economic sustainability of our communities. Supervisor Burke, Councilman Parks, and Mayor Villaraigosa are South LA's elected representatives on the MTA board. They are 3 of the 5 needed votes to defeat this fare increase. 3 years ago, Supervisor Burke stood with the bus riders and voted against a substantial 25% increase in fares. And that pales in the comparison to the 200 to 400% increases that are currently looming over us now. Supervisor Burke, we need your continued leadership once again to reject this fare increase. We urge Councilman Parks, Mayor Villaraigosa, and all the other members of the MTA board to vote no on this fare increase and support the most vulnerable sector of the black community. Thank you very much.